Hello teachers, this is Mr. May, and I'm here to talk to you about two formative assessment options that we have. As you can see on our screen, I have several formative assessment options, but the ones that we're going to talk about today are going to be formative and Socrative. Before choosing these two, I looked at all of them very carefully. And the reason I chose these two is because they go along with our CFAs that we're doing in the classroom. They're quick, easy, they're user-friendly, and they provide good information when giving students common formative assessments. The two programs are similar. However, Socrative is connected to Mastery Connect, so if you're testing students' mastery of essential standards, Socrative would be best because you can link it straight to Mastery Connect. It all depends on what best fits your style, your students' needs, and how user-friendly you'd like it to be. The tools can be used for quick information, formative assessments, and to check for student understanding of certain topics. First, we're going to look at GoFormative.com. This is a company that's run by Kahoot, if any of you have ever done Kahoot before, but it's more for formative assessments than it is for quizzes. So obviously you log in. I used my Google account to log in, and when you go in, you see where you can add a formative assessment. You can also go in and you can add a folder for your formative assessments. You can search formative assessments that you would like from here, the community, and you can see here where I've already added a few untitled formatives, like a pilot test and things like that. So here's where you'll create your formative assessment. You can also go in and you can create your classes. If you're a Google district, then you can do with your Google Classroom Sync. Clever, which we used to have in Bartow County, you could use here. But in this case, I just click New Class, I go in, and I add my students. And you can see here, I've just done a couple of Star Wars characters for a demo. Then next you can go in and you can look at your tracker. In here it shows after students have answered certain questions that in here will be their data, how many they got wrong, which ones they got wrong, and how they are linked to standards. Then you have the library, where you can go in and you can look for all kinds of different formative assessments and how they are used in other people's classrooms. Now I'm going to show you how we can add formative assessments into formative so that you can assess your students on their common formative assessments within our essential standards. So I just simply click New Formative. It pops up. I can add my title here in the blue bar. You can also see where I'm going to edit it. I can assign it to my students and I can view their responses and ultimately their data. So I'm just going to do this as test 2, and I'm going to add a question. Here you can add all kinds of questions, but for this demonstration I'm just going to do multiple choice. Once I get in, then I'm going to type my question. Hey, what's 2 plus 2? Say 4. And I can add another option. I just click in the box. 5. Add another option. 6. Down here you can tag standards into it. I've already chosen the second grade standards. It's very simple. You just click in here and the standards will show up. I can also add a new standard set. So to get these in here, I just click Add New Standard Set. I go down to Georgia, or whatever state you may be in. I click on Georgia. And I can go in if I'm a social studies teacher, biology teacher, anything like that. I'm second grade math teacher, so I simply just go to mathematics, second grade. And then I found my standards, which are UMG-SE, which is our Georgia Standards of Excellence. I can click confirm and exit, and it will, next time I tag into the standards, those standards will pop up just like they did here. So they will pop up. So that's how you create a question inside of formative, and you link them to our essential standards. The next one I wanted to discuss is Socrative. Inside Socrative, this is the one that I'm most familiar with because I've used it before. But on the blue bar you have launch, quizzes, rooms, and reports. You'll mainly concentrate on the launch, quizzes, and reports section of it. So as you go in, you can quiz students quickly. You can have them space race against each other, a friendly competitive game, or you can have them do an exit ticket, like a ticket out the door. There are also quick question features down here where you can have them answer a quick question without it being in a quiz or a space race. You can also go into quizzes. Here you can see that I've made several quizzes. You can always add a quiz here and create a new one, or you can import a quiz. You can also view reports. So I can go in and I have several reports from several different classes. I can go in, click my report, and if the students are working on it, then it would be in here. Then I could export them with a PDF. Teachers, I hope you've enjoyed this video about both formative and Socrative and their uses in the classroom. I hope they'll be beneficial to you and your students. Remember, they're quick, easy, and they provide really good information on students' understanding of skills and their mastery of essential skills. I hope you enjoy.